Alright, so I just got done explaining like the goals of a cold email, and then I told you guys there are three different really approaches you can take. You can do the automated, high volume, less personalized. It also have a little bit of personalization, but for the most part, it'll basically just be a template. And then there's also the hyper personalized approach where you're really digging deep on these people. You're going through their funnel, so you can address a bunch of things that are a bit more personalized. And then there's the hybrid approach. So in this video, I'm going to talk about the automated approach. So again, what you're going to have is a subject line, a body, and then I'm going to go over the follow-up sequence as well. So subject line, again, the goal to get them to open the email. So needs to be interesting, curiosity, like pique their curiosity. It could, maybe it's like super beneficial for them, super valuable, won't waste their time. All those. So examples for different subject lines. Could do, this is an easy one, is their name or brand, and then this, which is just like kind of an intro, and then your name. You could do something that a lot of people used to do was name, quick question. You can try that. I've seen it still work. It might have been a bit overdrawn, but you can still try it. So name, quick question, how's, I would do name, how's X doing? So whether it's like client acquisition or how's email doing, or something about what your email is going to be about, or what you're essentially pitching them. Let me write down some more just to kind of save time. Alright, so I wrote some more. So, hey, name, quick question about X. It could be about their brand, about a service they offer. It could be about their email. It could be about their website or their blogs, or whatever kind of makes sense, and like based on like what you're going to pitch them. Thoughts, name, questions for a name, increase conversions for a name or brand. You could do like more sales calls for name, something like that. Just get them interested. All right. So let me actually give you some examples of how I would do this. So let's just do Chase. How's email doing? Or let's just do Chase. How's email performing? Question mark. Thoughts, Chase? Oh, and honestly, another one you could do is video for name. Obviously video is only if you are going to send them a Loom. And a Loom is just kind of what I'm doing here with you guys. It's just a software where you can see my face, see that I'm a real person, and I can share my screen, so I could either maybe do a website audit real quick, or show you how your email is landing in the promotions tabs, and the reason why is because your email deliverability isn't good. Or it could be, maybe I'm looking at your current copy and I want to walk you through my current copy that I rewrote for you that I think would perform better. So Looms are really good if you can automate them, which you can. I don't know if I'm going to go super in depth about that. Maybe another time, or again, just shoot me a message or something. I can do that if that's needed. Otherwise, I would save Loom for your more personalized approach. Anyways, so those are kind of some examples of subject lines. And then as far as the body, again, your goal is, let's just do goal, get them to reply. So how do you get them to reply, okay? You need to show them why they need you, or why this is going to benefit them, or why it's valuable, okay? You need to spell it out for them, why they should even care, okay? Because not every business owner, some business owners, might realize, like, hey, we're not even doing anything with email. We know we need email, but I just haven't had time to get around to it. Some people don't even know that, like, you can make an extra 20 to 30% more from email. So yeah, that's the goal of the body. There's kind of different parts to the body. So again, the fundamentals, okay, let's just write this up here. Fundamentals of a good cold email. You're gonna have, let's see, personalized, compliment. You're gonna have credibility, if you have any, value, or their pain points, value, CTA, which CTA should always be book a call, compliment. I'd probably do compliment before personalization. Okay, so in the body, we know we need to incorporate these. So how do we do that, okay? So you don't always have to do a compliment. It kind of depends on how long you want it to be, but I would at least personalize it somehow. So could do, let me think real quick. Let me write up some examples. So I guess the quick way you could be, just say something like, saw you on, social media, or, when I was looking up, healthcare, skincare brands. So something like that. That's personalizing it, right? At least to an extent. So saw you on social media, or saw you when I was looking up skincare brands, and love your products. So something like that. Okay, obviously I would say, so like, hey, name. So definitely use their name. Saw you on this, and then we want to, so credibility, their pain points. Okay. So I would say something like, okay, obviously if you have results or have case studies, just say like, just got this result for X brand in your X brand in your niche, or actually let's just do your niche slash a similar vertical to you. So either in your niche or similar vertical. So like maybe they're both B2B businesses or B2C businesses or SaaS companies or something like that. And then mind if I, so two different ways. If you want to send a Loom, you could say, mind if I send over a Loom video explaining how I could get the same result for you, ? Or you could say, let's do this. These brackets just mean like you can either use this or the other one. So, or you could say, would love to hop on a quick call to to discuss how we could do the same for you, or how I could do the same for you, whatever you kind of want to say. And then I would say, like, let me know your availability to email signature. Or you can just say, so let's just use / book a call here, and then link Calendly. Book a free consultation, email signature. Okay. So obviously this is super short. And again, this is like for your more automated approach, so it is going to be rather short. So yeah, I personalize it, I compliment them. Credibility, okay, I show them right here, this is the credibility / case study. Their pain points. This will kind of be a more personalized approach unless you say something like, I know you run X business and I'm sure you want to book more calls or have more calls on the calendar, or something like that. Like, that's how you would kind of like yeah, people always want more sales calls because they're going to make more money from that, right? They have more people they can pitch their service to. So then value, again, that kind of goes into like the result. Like, we just got this result and we can do the same for you. / they're also getting a free call. Sometimes business owners will get annoyed if you link your Calendly just like every single email. So I would link it either in the first one, or if your question, or if you're just trying to get a reply and say like, mind if I send it over, and they say yes, then I would link a Calendly or something. I wouldn't do like link a Calendly in my first email, second email, third email. You get the point. One more thing I wanted to kind of touch on here in this body. So I guess one way you could allude to their pain points is, so after saying I got this case study, you could say something like, I noticed you don't have X, or aren't using something, and like that's kind of why you're reaching out to them. And I'll go over, or you should know how to kind of build a scope and kind of try to figure out what you would pitch someone before pitching them, unless you are doing like an automated approach. So sometimes this won't fit if you're doing an automated approach, because you can't just tell everyone, I noticed you don't have an email pop-up, or I noticed you're not using email, because some people will. So in an automated approach, maybe you don't use this kind of line. So I'm just going to delete that for now. So yeah, this is really short and sweet. And then as far as follow-up sequence, sorry, I know this looks like a bit messy. As far as follow-up sequence, I would do, so number 1, 2 to 3 days after, and I would say something like, hey, name. So I guess the first one I would say, I would just try to bump the email. You can kind of be funny if you want to. Just wanted to, I know your email is probably a war zone, so just wanted to bump the email so it doesn't get lost. And honestly, with your follow-up sequence, like, sometimes your follow-up sequence will depend on if, they open the email 5, 6, 7 times and don't reply. That, like, seems like they're interested, especially when they do it multiple times. So maybe they just need a bump, So follow-up number 2, I would do, if you want to be aggressive, you can do 2 days after, last email or 7 days since the first email. Wait, so this is like on day 1, day 2 to 3. Yeah, so day 7. And here I would say like, hey name, let me know about X. Oops. Would love to chat about how I could help you with X to get result. So example example of what that would look like is like, hey Chase, if you sent a loom, let me know if you want me to go ahead and send that loom over. And that's if you did loom, and then you just say the same thing. Would love to chat about how I could help you with X to get or book more sales calls, or whatever the result is from what you're kind of pitching them. If you don't send a loom, it's like, and the CTA is to book a call, just say, let me know if you want, or I would say, let me know your schedule this week, and I will get you on the calendar or send you an invite. So again, if you already have linked your Calendly up here and they didn't book, I would just ask them their schedule, because sometimes, you know, people are lazy, maybe they don't know their schedule, or you don't have availability or something. Just I would then ask them what their schedule is. And then again, follow-up sequence will kind of depend on like how badly you want to work with them, right? But like the most importantly, I would say I would say don't ever stop following up, okay? Okay, so number 3. All right, follow up again. I would say this should be like, you know, anywhere from 10 to 14 days later after the first email. Just, hey name, is X a priority right now? Email signature. Or, again, these are really short because they're going to be automated, right? They're not super personalized or in-depth, but this is a way you can automate these emails. You can, you know, if you're going to do them at scale and do something like run campaigns through Instantly.ai or use ListKit, something like that, it's a really good way to just have emails being sent so that, like, you know, you might get a response here and there strictly because of volume, and that'll happen on autopilot. So it's honestly a solid strategy. I think that's really about all I have for the automated approach.